So we're heading down the path right here. First order of business on the old to-do list today. Got to take care of the chickens. So we'll head down and we'll see what they're looking like. I posted a video the other day, just of a little short, of them going back in for the night. Now these chickens are well trained, so usually they'll just head down in there by themselves. But some nights they need a little bit of extra motivation. Or in the case of it's raining like it is today, I don't really want to let them out when it's coming down torrentially later on in the evening. Hello? Hello? Good morning, chickens. Good morning, ladies. Are you going to go run and lay? Yeah? Okay. There goes Gertie. Run, Gertie, run. She's going to her special laying spot. Okay? Are you all coming? Come on. Go, Gertie, go. Run. Run, Gertie. Run, go get there before the others. Here they come. Oh, here they come. Run, Gertie, quick. You're going to miss your spot to go lay. Hey, you're going to miss your spot to go lay, Gertie. Go. Quick. Come on. Come on. There's the old cabin. And I'll show you where I mean by where she's going to lay. Here she is right behind me. And there the others are coming up. There'll be sometimes I'm sitting inside here into the window just watching out. And all of a sudden I'll just see them just booking it. All the way down the path or down this path. Wings are going. Leaves fluttering. So this girl, she's going. Are you going in under here, dear? Should we see if there's any eggs in your special spot? Oh yeah, there is. What's that? There's like 6 eggs there. I'll have to come back out and gather them. All right. And then is there any spots, eggs in back here? No eggs back there. All right, well, I'm going to get them. Don't mind the kitchen area. It's a little bit of a mess, I know. All right, let's just give them a little bit of some food here. There we go. Here, dears. Oh. Here you go. Have a little breakfast. Go lay your eggs and have a breakfast. Fire's going in the cabin, nice and roasty, toasty. Heat shield looking great. Look out the window there. Rainy old day again back here at the old cabin. With that being said, with that being said, though, I'm probably going to say screw it. I got to get done one thing, and that's definitely got to get it done for chickens for the up and coming winter. I have some hoops from an old wooden barrel, and what I want to do is I want to dig those in the ground and create a tunnel. And what that'll do is it'll connect the coop area to the greenhouse. So I'll put a little door on the inside. I'll be able to open up the door and they can go through the tunnel in the winter months from the coop to the greenhouse, because the chickens don't like walking on the snow. They can't really manage in like deep snow, so they rather not. So what I like to get them to do is last year I used to pick them up one by one and put them in the greenhouse. So this year I don't want to do that. I want to have them go in there on their own. So I'm going to create a chicken tunnel so they can go in there, do their dust baths, have a little bit of sunlight and all that good stuff. Down into the garden area. Pond's all filled up. Have the exit for the pond going down there. Plan to dig this all out and hopefully get it to be an actual natural swimming hole. I already started to dig it out, so I'll show you what I'm talking with. Greenhouse, 8x8 greenhouse, and the way I built it, I have up here is actually built so they're windows. Right there, they open up. I have to put a pulley system on them, and I'll be able to open those up from the inside. So here we are, and here's the backside of the chicken coop right here. And here's what I was telling you about. So my plan is to use these, and I will dig those into the ground right there, put that one right there, connect it to the greenhouse. And I believe I have probably 6 of them. So I'll continue along like you see there. Tunnel right all the way through, connect into the chicken coop, and I'll cover it over, and then that way there'll be their tunnel going into the greenhouse to do their bathing, their bathing, and death baths. Still have to come in and take care of all my gardening stuff here, cages and such. But here we are, working on the greenhouse, have big plans for this next year. They absolutely love it in here, the chickens do. You can see we have some feathers in here from when they were in here doing their dust baths before. So that's kind of the goal. We'll get her situated from out here, connected to right over there, get them good for the winter. Garden's all put to sleep for the winter, but I'll give you a little sneak preview. So here we have here a row of absolutely delicious raspberries. Have my potato area all covered over here as well. This is all going to be changed. I'm going to do raised beds. So what I have here is a raised bed hugelkultur system, and then this is an in-ground hugelkultur system in there. As you see here, this is the pond. I want to complete that and actually extend it to a natural swimming pond. We'll do on this side, we'll have the exit, the drainage going over here so it doesn't overflow into the garden. I'm going to do a wall of bamboo over here. I can get bamboo that is winter resistant up until zone 5 and 4. So we'll do that, extend it over onto the back there. Over in here, I'm going to clean up my gardening stuff. And this is going to be a whole nother bed right here as well, extending down into here. Here's my herb spiral. Have all kinds of plans for here. Now, I planted some ground cherries all up in this area as well, so I'm really hoping that they come to fruition. I have a ledge over here, slowly getting ready for grapes. I have to be very specific on where I put the grapes, just because grapes, they do not fare well with wet and moist soil. And that's why I have to be cognizant on the outflow of the pond. If I have stuff planted that does not like to get wet and roots drained, full of water, come on, brain, work. Not going to work. So I know grapes, they do not like to be water bound in their roots. So I have them up here onto the dry part of the property in this area as well. There is lots of plans here, lots of plans. Same with more chickens, maybe some more animals come in. You just got to stick along and see what happens here at the homestead. You never know what's going to happen from episode to episode. If you checked out my last video or my last post, then you know that the old chickens, you never know what's going to happen with them. So I'm coming back up here and I'll just show you. Here's where they will hang out. Hey there, ladies. Hey. So they'll come out, hang out next to Papa, do their dust baths, hang out under the cabin. Too funny. So I'm trying to get the chickens all situated for the winter. You may be asking yourself, well, Adam, why aren't you doing it for yourself? Simple answer is I am good for the winter. I know that I can handle it. Not to say that I know the chickens can't. I know they can. But I'm trying to get them situated so they'll be a little bit more comfortable over the winter months. Before, what I would do is I would literally just pick them up one by one and bring them into the greenhouse. So that's why, not to say that I can't do that, but it just takes more time. So I'd rather have them to be able to go, have their dust baths, do their scratching in the greenhouse whenever they want, as opposed to waiting for me to come and pick them up and put them away kind of deal. Hello, ladies. How can I help you? Are you going to collect my bottles and cans there for me? Yeah, that would be wonderful. Yeah? Oh, yeah. Hey, ladies? Oh, yeah. I had somebody ask if these were Orpingtons. I think maybe a couple of them may be. So, for instance, we have some lighter ones. This one, there's 3 lighter ones, and there's 2 darker ones. When I first got the chickens, I got them from 2 different sources, and they didn't say what they were. So they definitely could be Orpingtons, and the others could be Rhode Island Reds. Not quite sure. Just into the front of the greenhouse here, getting the shovel. Oh, I think I seen some turkey tail mushrooms on those logs right there. Okay, so now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them here. So that'll work good. So what I'm doing is I just got to create a little crevice to pop the rings down into the ground. I'm going to bury them in. Only probably, not very much, 8 inches maybe, 6 inches. And then I'll come back in after I have all of the rings in the ground and set up. I'll get them covered with chicken wire. And I think to keep the rain out of it, what I'll do is I'll cover them with a vapor barrier. Alright, so that's probably good for that one. Okay, oh look, a worm. Come on, chickens. So here's what I'm talking about. Look at that. A little bit more on this side. Get that set in. Perfect. There we are. Covered in. First hoop is in, and here is what I'm talking about. It'll give you some imaginative abilities. We're going to have it all going along here. Tunnel right into there. Take my jigsaw, or my circular saw, or I can't even get my words, recip saw, and cut a hole there. Chickens are going to be some happy this winter, I tell you. Oh, I really wish this rain would stop. Get that packed down. Get another one. Oh, of course, there's a root right there, so we'll have to work around that, I guess. Go figure. Oh, this is some nice soil, though. That's why I can't wait for gardening this up-and-coming season. Extend the gardening area now that I got some gusto back in under my steps for the garden. Should be absolutely wonderful this season. Okay, so looks like we're ready for another hoop. I may have to reposition them just a little bit after they're all in the ground. Cocoa where grease. We are cocoa where grease. Another one ready. Put that in there. Perfect. Look at that. Look at that. Gonna have some spoiled chickens this winter. Awesome. That's gonna be awesome. So, my brain is braining, and I had some hoops in the ground. But if you see this board right here, it's a piece of strapping. And what I'm thinking is I'm going to grab this piece of strapping just because it doesn't hold anything up anymore. And I'm going to use that as my kind of a impromptu quote-unquote top plate. And then I'll screw that into my hoops. Then that will give me something to put my chicken wire on, staple it onto. Same with my vapor barrier that goes on. So it'll give me a base for staples. Bam. Awesome. All right. So, I believe I will cut it. Let's cut it at 6 feet. I think that'll work good. 6 feet. So, this will be right on here like so. So I'll drill some holes in through the top of my metal rings. I'll screw up from underneath, and then that'll secure that in place. I'll add some more dirt to the barrier on the ground so it doesn't tip over. And I may add just a couple other supporters on either sides here as well. It's funny, every time I let the chickens out, and usually they're around the house, I'll come out and, they'll do their purring and they'll talk to me. And I don't know if you feel the same way, but I truly believe we can talk to animals and that they can talk to us. And I don't mean in the sense of like literal words, but I mean in the sense of like premonitions or feelings. Because there's some times where I'm pretty sure I know what an animal is saying and it knows what I'm saying. So maybe some of y'all could agree with that. Maybe some of y'all and me saying that think I'm absolutely crazy. But there's been times, like, for instance, like when I go to my mom's place, there's a cat named Tigger that's there, and she won't do it for anybody else. She'll do it for me, though. She's my circus cat. I could go anywhere, and I just, come on, Tigger, and she will literally follow me around everywhere. I can get her to jump up on tables, jump up on stools, jump down from tables, jump down from stools. I can call her. She'll be at the back of the yard. I can call her, come on, Tigger. She'll do that for some other people, but the circus acts, like jumping around and stuff, she won't do that for anybody else. So I don't know. It's very interesting to think about, that's for sure. I definitely think there's more into it than what we are led to believe. So I'm just down here now at the chicken coop. I have my drill, I have my saw, I have my bits, I have my screws. So the next order of business, going to drill some holes in my metal, and we'll get the piece of strapping that you've seen. We'll get that attached, and we'll just keep on trucking forward, y'all. Just like the post service, Adam. No rain, nor sleet, nor snow. It's like that at the homestead, I guess. No rain, no sleet, nor snow. We got to get our projects done for the old chickens. That one's a bit big. A little bit smaller. That one looks like it's good. Set that over off to the side. So yeah, what I was saying is I might do another one like you see here on the side as well. And what that'll do is I'll push it all together, and it'll be kind of actually in circumference as opposed to just kind of being all cattywampus. Cattywampus. Okay. Bear with me here. Oh, I think I'm going to switch this one around. Just give that a little slide. Just because on that side, if you see that, that's where the connectors were connected. So I don't want that to be a problem. Okay. Uno. Have to get them somewhat kind of lined up, I guess. Dos. And we'll kind of do that one right there. That's perfect. Okay. Now, I think I forgot my impact gun, my impact drill. So bear with me. I'll be right back. I gotta grab that. All right. Good to go. So, I just had a little topic here that I wanted to talk with y'all. I don't really like, not that I don't like, but I don't really want to be using this channel as a preaching channel. But with that being said, since we are having the conversation about animals and such, it's interesting because it does say in the Bible that during the tribulation that the fear of animals will be taken away. And what I take that as is, I think that where, bears and dogs and cats and all of that are scared of us right now, that when the tribulation happens, that the fear will not be there anymore. And who knows, it may even be further than that, where, I don't know, they may be able to communicate with us to say, hey, you better get out of here or I'm going to kill you, kind of deal. Now, mind you, this is just me thinking and thoughts, but it does say that it will take the fear away from animals in the tribulation. So it's just, I always just, regardless if you're a believer or not, I just think it's super, super interesting to try and think outside of the box, to think outside of the confines of what society and what, the Western civilization has tried to teach you and brainwash you with. So regardless of your belief, just, try to think outside the box and formulate your own opinions and thoughts about things. So here we are. That is looking absolutely wonderful. I may switch up this ring with another ring. I don't know yet, but super happy with it. Super happy with it. Cooking with grease, cooking with grease, cooking with grease. Got my shovel and I just want to grab a little bit of soil here, just so I can use it to pack down the tops of these right here. That way I get a better compaction, less likely to tip over kind of deal. Oh, that's looking so good. So good. Off into the greenhouse now. And if you can see, obviously, through the plastic here, that's our beam going over into our tunnel. So I lined it up here with this 2x4, because what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move it over here to the right, do a little extension, and I'll be able to screw it in right to this 2x4. So we're going to just cut right in down here, cut right in down there, and that will be a start for the hole for the chickens to come in. I have my reciprocating saw. So we are, I might actually do this from the outside, actually. So let's just do this here. It'll be a little bit easier to get around the 2x4 from the outside, actually. So we'll just do that real quick. Probably would have been easier to get the hole cut before I did the board on the outside of these hoops, but all right, check it out, y'all. Ooh, a piece of glass that I'll have to pick up there. But that's going to be wonderful. I'll get these thorns moved out, and that's going to be great for a pathway. I'm just looking in there now. That's going to be wonderful. It's going to be so cool to see them come through here. I was just looking, and unfortunately, I don't have any chicken wire to do this, so not going to be able to get it covered in chicken wire, unfortunately. But that's awesome. Got the door there, and it's going to be so cool to watch these chickens use the tunnel. I think though I'm going to have to train them first to use the tunnel. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see. But what do we say? Cooking with grease. Coming around into the side of the chicken coop, I'll show you what I was talking about with the door here. It'll kind of probably, I'm thinking, go where the carrot box is. So I'm not going to cut it out right now, just because if you see right there, there's chicken wire that's on the other side of that. So I have to go at it from the other side. But the door, I'm going to have to pop this out right there. I'll move my carrot box, and I will create an actual door going to the tunnel right in there, which will be great. Oh, look, we have some eggs up here as well. What do we got? 2, 4, 6, 8 eggs there. Chicken coop's doing great. Don't have to clean it before the winter, I don't think. Just move around some sawdust and some shavings. Love it. As you see here, it is still raining, but we're making progress with the chicken tunnel. Oh, look at that. I have some black meshing there. Ooh, I may take that off and use that for the chicken tunnel. Ooh, I might use that. I think that's what we're going to do. Because like I said, I don't have any chicken wire. So this is the problem with projects too, is I start a project and I start a project that I know that I have some materials for because I don't have any money to buy materials. And then I get to a point where I need to buy materials and the project doesn't get finished. And then people are like, oh, why didn't you finish that project? You move on to another project. Don't you ever finish any of your projects? And it's like, oh, they do get finished, but it's when this fella right here has the money to finish them. Oh, but that's awesome. I'm going to use that black meshing, and we might be able to get this tunnel covered over. And then after that, we'll get back over and we'll cover it in the vapor barrier. That way it'll save me from having to try to get a shovel in there when it starts snowing during the wintertime to clear the tunnel for them. It'll just roll right off the vapor barrier. Chickens will just be able to walk in and they'll be living life in luxury this winter. All right. Chicken tunnel, chicken tunnel. Chicken tunnel. Check it out. So what I was going to use this for was a trellis in the garden last year, but it never worked out. And then what I was going to do is I was going to use it for the chicken coop going here on the side of the pallets, but that didn't work out either. Never got around to it. It's obviously for a reason though, because now I'm going to be able to use it for the tunnel. So everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. One more piece. Oh, beautiful. All right. Check it out. Good stuff, good stuff. I gotta go get my stapler, and then we'll come back around, and we'll get it all covered up, and we're good to go. Stapler in hand. Now the order of business is to see how these puppies will fit on. Which way will be the best? So I want to leave some room on the ground. Oh, that'll work good actually, because I'm going to build up the edges with some dirt, or I'm going to dig it down into the dirt. One of the two. That's going to work out wonderfully actually. So we'll staple it on. Yeah, this is going to work great. Great, great, great. And we'll do the same to this side over here. Get that on there. Pop that onto the actual coop itself over here. Beautiful, that's so awesome. Oh, the chickens are going to be so happy. Happy chickens. What's that saying? Well, it's not even a saying, I guess, but I could use it for chickens. It's just the chicken's life and the chicken's world, and I'm just in it. That's so awesome. And just a couple more pieces up at the front. And that should have it. Oh, look at that. That's so awesome. So awesome, y'all. Plenty of room for an overlap and an overhang. Love it. It's funny too because even though, remember how I did the post about Gertie, the trooper chicken, it's funny because I think she is actually the main chicken. I think she's head chicken. Let's see if I can jump over this. Wait. Beautiful. Still got some dexterity. Okay. Yeah, that's going to work great. So what I'm going to do after is I'll come back around. Yeah, I'll come back around and I will put the strapping on the outside of the mesh right there. And then what that'll do is that'll fold it down into my hoops. I'll come back in and I'll start filling in the dirt on the sides. And that looks absolutely awesome as it is. Absolutely awesome as it is. The chunnel, the chicken tunnel, the chunnel, black mesh is on there. All that I got to do, cut my hole in the side of my chicken coop, and then I can start to train the old girls to use it. That's too cool. So what I think is what I'll do is I'll sprinkle some food down in here, kind of as a trail, and I'll say, hey, come on chickens, use my noise and then once they can slowly realize that there's food in there, they'll follow the food like a breadcrumb trail, and then to go right in there. And once they do that a couple times, they'll be able to go back and forth freely. Coming into the greenhouse, it'll have all this room, and then let's look down here. There's the tunnel. That's going to be so cool. I wish I could put a camera on it, on the chickens, I mean, to go when they go through there. It's going to be so cool for them to be able to use. Moving right along, I have my 2 boards here. Have to cut those at 6 feet because, like I mentioned, what I'm going to do is I will pop these puppies down onto the side, and what that'll do is it'll give me more structural integrity, and it'll keep the mesh on the sides as well. At least that's my thinkings. So just like so, I gotta drill holes, but we'll put this guy on that side, screw him in on that side, use the other one on the other side. It'll cinch it right in. And muy bien, muy bien. Okay, so let's just set this up here and grab my actual drill. Okay, so now let's just see if I can't get this positioned correctamundo, as they say. How's this going to fit? Where do I need a drill? Okay, somewhere in around there. Somewhere in around there, let's say. This is going to be a bit difficult. Come on, baby. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Same thing down on this side. That's situated. Oh, well, we're going to have a double layer to have to drill through there. Oh, I just broke my drill bit. Okay, well, so much for that double layer. I have another one, I just don't have it down here. But what I'll do is I'll just set that right there. And what I believe I'll do is I'll head on the inside of the greenhouse, because that's the only way that I'm going to be able to get a screw in it. Alright, let's see if I can get this accomplished from in here. Inside of the greenhouse, I need... Alright, hat's coming off. Means business, eh? Okay. So the screw's in there. And this is where 2 people would come in handy. Oh, I don't even know if I'll be able to get it done from the inside. Let's see here. It's going to be a little challenging to do it with one person. But actually, I can leave some room down on the end there. I'll just do that way for now. Okay, there we go. Beautiful. There. Okay. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. And then that'll give me good. Actually, what I'll do is I should have left that a bit longer. I'll screw that on as an extension, and then I can just screw it right in to the side of the chicken coop, actually. So that'll work out good. So I won't even need to drill into the metal on the side. Beautiful. Hey. Oh yeah. All right. So you see here, we got that side on. My oh my, what a task that was. So we're gonna try to see if I can't drill with a broken drill bit on this side to get it in, and then our other board as well. Nope, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. What was I thinking? The problem was I wasn't thinking. All right, I gotta be right back. I gotta grab another drill bit. Bear with me. Back in the game again. Back in the game again. New drill bit. And we're getting this puppy good. Good to go. Oh, oh my. There we go, there's one. So let's see if I can pull this off the same way. That would be wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Scooch that in. Squanch it up. Grab my drill. That's good. Do I got a screw in my pocket? Yes, I do. Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So let's see if I can just kind of reach my hand in like I did on the other one. And where's the hole? Come on. Where are you there, buddy? Okay. There's one step. With the drill. It doesn't help that there's literally thorns in there. Ow. That I'm fighting against as well. Wonderful. Can't see anything. Okay, I might got it. Oh yeah! Love it. Love it. Okay. Same thing. Beautiful. That is a nice little tunnel for the chickens, eh? Check it out. That's a nice tunnel for the chickens. That makes me proud. Proud and happy. Keep my girls safe. Well, this doesn't keep them safe and happy, I guess. That's hilarious. I just realized after I got this all said and done, I'm like, oh yeah, I'll just come out from the outside and I'll cut the hole from the outside. Joke's on you, Adam. That ain't happening. So I'm going to have to cut the hole from the inside, and that'll be that. Chicken wire or not, it's going to have to be done. But check it out, y'all. Still have to finish my oatway here. Cinch that all up so nothing can get it in or out. Right there as well. After I get that cut off, I'll cinch it all up, frame it all in. And I might even get, there's a programmable door that you can get. So if I hook up a solar panel to the top, it'll power the door, and I could program it to open at, let's say, 6 a.m., 5 a.m., whatever, and close at 9 p.m., 8 p.m., whatever, and it'll give them free range to go at least in here if need be, if I'm ever gone for a weekend. All right, Buttes, that's the episode for today. It is just rainy. I'm going to go sit beside the wood stove, get some food into my gullet, and I just hope you have a God-blessed evening, afternoon, night, morning, wherever you are in this world. Chase after them dreams. Keep on trucking forward. Just remember, though, you can't start at the finish line. And I got to tell myself that. Adam, you can't start at the finish line. The adventure is in the journey, not the destination, y'all. All right. We'll see y'all back here for another episode back here at Maple Monkey Homestead very shortly. Have a blessed weekend. God bless y'all. Keep that stick on the ice and keep on trucking forward, y'all. Woo, 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 woo. Adam from the Homestead. Peace, y'all.